Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Tuesday the 9th of July. So looking at the Euro-Dollar first, and well, yesterday just another consolidation day really there, inside day. Today, well, we're sitting there, we've already tested, in fact it looks like we've broken the previous lows there, just about there. Nothing in the way of divergence or anything here that's obvious. Actually, maybe a little bit of RSI divergence. There we are. There is. Maybe if it's made new lows. Anyway, from where it's sitting, the way that it's just consolidating, looks like it could potentially roll over. A break of the upside of the 8 moving average, really, on the 4 hourlies there would suggest we could see a little bit more upside, bit of a change in direction, not necessarily a full-time change. Still got the weekly pivot above, but the way it's sitting at the moment, it's stifled. There is news out later, 1:45 really, before we see anything of real use today. This afternoon we've got Fed Chair Powell speaking. So he's due to be questioned. I'm sure after the decent non-farms there'll be sort of a little bit different emphasis there. So we'll see. For now though, it could just end up with more consolidation. The pound, it's surprised me a little bit. I did think we'd get a bit more upside. We got a bit of upside yesterday morning, but not to hold on. It gave it back. This morning we've already seen it rolling back towards these prior lows, which obviously it looks soft. Lots of unknown sitting here. Whether it can hold, it hasn't broken the Friday's lows yet. If it breaks Friday's lows, we'll have to see where it goes. I was sort of bullish on it, but closed out in the end yesterday as it pulled back. It just looks so soft, and well, it saved us some money, but it's maybe in the short side would have been the better opportunity yesterday. I keep looking for the short side so often, in it, but it's so close to some key levels. I thought we might have got a bit more of a bounce. Anyway, that's not the case. It's looking soft at the moment, but again, it's not far off of being oversold where it is. So double bottoms into that daily S2 may find support, but my preference really in the main has always been on the short side. But it may be time for it to turn. I've got that in the back of my mind, so there we are. Yen softened up again yesterday, continued this upside. It's looking towards its daily 50. Looks like it's pretty much on. May just be trapped by the combination of pivots that are above it at the moment, but it's pretty solid upward direction at the moment. A break of that 4 hourly 8 may see opportunities back towards the weekly pivot. It is one of the stronger pairings, but for now it does look like the upside will have it. It's on this 60-minute point of view, got daily pivot and etc. untouched, but as I say, we do need to see that break. I mean, there's an obvious trend line running across the lows here. If I can pop it on there, it sits across here. If we see that that area broken, well, maybe daily pivot, and as I said, the move back towards maybe even the weekly pivot is a possibility. But for now, it looks like we're just going to see a continued strengthening of the US dollar. Aussie dollar, no different here, sold off. Yesterday was a rather a small moving day again, another inside bar. This morning we've already seen more movement. We did see the business confidence come out at just 2, the previous was 7, so it's not particularly strong there, and it's lower high yesterday right into the so yesterday, Friday, even last Friday we saw that come in. I'm looking at the 4 hourlies here, pushed up, and then it's just continued since pretty much yesterday, selling off. It's It's not one I normally look to trade intraday. I sort of pointed it out, but it did eventually move off there in the afternoon, and it has since. It's much more of a sort of a multi-day trader, the Aussie dollar for me, in terms of a lot of the movements. So at the moment, just still looks like it's got further downside down the Aussie dollar. Not an entry I can see at the moment. Needs to retrace maybe to a key moving average to play the downside. Canadian dollar was one of the strongest, and it's giving it up at the moment, but not massively. Where to from here? Well, it could be pushed back towards that daily 21 at some stage. It's, as I say, quite soft. Finding there was some divergence across the lows there. Further upside potential for sure. If it was to start rolling back, now again you've got trend lines across the lows here to keep an eye on. If it starts rolling back beyond that, maybe there's opportunities back down towards the daily pivot. Weekly pivot was an easy move for it yesterday. It ran into that. Difficult one there again. So I really want to just see the continuation of the upside, but certainly don't want to be buying into highs at the moment on these. So it's a case of a bit of patience, I think, with many of these markets. As I said, be wary of Fed's speech later on. The Fed chair Powell speech at 1:45. That could create quite a lot of volatility, and the markets may be quite slow before then. There are two other speakers at 3:10 and 7 o'clock thereafter, so again you may see volatility around those periods. That's pretty much it there. S&P's sold off yesterday, gained dollar strength, again probably associated with the fears that interest rates ain't going to come as quick as some people expected. And we're seeing maybe a move down towards the daily 21 at some point here. It's in a quite clear downward trend in its in the short term now. Obviously the bigger terms both upward trends. On this daily point of view, just a little flag here around the 200. If that rolls over, well, the S2 would be the next target there. So 6 S&P points away. There we go. That's it for me. Have a great one. Bye for now.